Welcome to the Inc. Productivity Tip of the Day. Today's tip: the brilliant three-word phrase emotionally intelligent people use to know when to stop and strengthen their relationships. Showing empathy, the ability to see things through the eyes of others and a key element of emotional intelligence, is hard, but guiding principles and frameworks can help. For example, consider what happened to me recently. I was speaking with a fellow business owner about a paid membership community I joined, raving about how helpful it's been for me personally. I told him how the community was capped at 200, and how I thought that was the sweet spot for giving and adding value, and how I thought it might be a really good fit for him too. To be clear, I had zero angle in sharing this info. I had no business interest in the community other than being a paying member. But afterwards, I couldn't help but think to myself, I wonder if he thought I was being too pushy. A few days later, he texted me, looks like the community's maxed out already at 200, but thanks. I started to text him back. Oh, no worries, I typed. New spots open up every month. I can put in a good word for you. I'm sure I can get you in. But then I thought about it. What good would this do? Had my friend shown any real interest in joining the community? How might he feel if I kept pushing? How might it affect our relationship? In the end, I didn't type any reply at all. I simply thumbed up his message, forgot about it, and moved on. The reason has to do with a simple three-word phrase that's become part of my emotionally intelligent toolbox. The phrase, perception is reality. How can perception is reality enable you to develop and show empathy? How can it help you to know when to stop and even strengthen your relationships? Let's discuss how perception is reality helps you build stronger relationships. In the case of me sharing my community experience, my reality was that I wanted to do something good to be helpful. But what was my friend's reality? Very possibly something like, oh man, why is he selling this thing so hard? Is he getting a kickback? Can't he see I've got other priorities right now? Because my friend and my perspectives are different, our realities are also different. Similarly, it's important for you to realize that every person you interact with, their perception and their reality will be different from yours. University of Virginia psychologist Dennis Proffitt writes about this phenomenon in his book, Perception: How Our Bodies Shape Our Minds. It's common sense to believe we experience the world as it objectively is, says Proffitt. Even though our naive intuitions are that we see the world as it is, we do not. For example, Proffitt shares research showing how our perspectives are influenced by various factors, like our personal experiences, even as infants and toddlers, our number of close friends and associates, our social and cultural environment, and our own actions. If we are going to have a better understanding of ourselves and our fellow human beings, we need to appreciate the startling individuality of everyone's experience. For example, a colleague may perceive you as not very hardworking because you like to laugh and have fun while working. In contrast, you may see those colleagues as overly serious or uncaring because they're so rule and deadline oriented. Perception is reality isn't about who is right or wrong. Reality is likely somewhere between your reality and the reality of others. If you can keep this in mind, you'll be coming from a place of knowledge and understanding. This will enable you to apply empathy more effectively. It'll help you to realize that sometimes enough is enough. Other times you may be moved to continue trying to educate the other person in an effort to help them understand your reality. Either way, when you're able to see and relate to others' perspectives, you'll build trust and respect and strengthen your relationships. So when you and another person don't seem to see things eye to eye, remind yourself, perception is reality. Then use that knowledge to help you move forward with emotional intelligence. That's it from Inc. You can find more at Inc.com and be sure to check back tomorrow for another helpful hint from Inc.